Hello everybody! Today is Monday, day 86 of the 100-day challenge, so we are moving right along with that. And today I didn't really have much of a plan, and over the weekend I watched a video by Keepsakes by Pattycakes, and she had done a pansy made out of a ribbon. And she was inspired by Rachel at Roxy Creations a couple weeks ago. Her tag, she used a silk ribbon pansy that her mother had made. And so Patty was able to make pansies out of ribbon. I don't have any ribbon. She also said that you could make it out of sari ribbon. So that's what I have. That's what I'm going to try. I also thought, and I won't do it during this video, but I might try material. And I don't know how, if that's even a good idea or not. But I happened to think, hey, what about material? You know, could you do it with that? I am ordering some hand-dyed silk ribbon by what's this? Steph. Let's see if it pops up on my no. But anyway, I am ordering some hand-dyed silk ribbon. I don't know when I'll have it, but I wanted to have it in my stash because as I start getting more and more involved in slow stitching and what have you, I thought that would be a wonderful thing to have on hand. So I'm going to give, I think I'm going to start with this colored sari ribbon first. I happen to pull out white. I know pansies normally, at least I don't think, are normally white, but I do a lot with white and ecru, and I thought, what the heck, I might try a white one. And as you can see, I ironed my sari ribbon. That's a first for me. I know Mrs. Coggs does it all the time, so she would be very proud. So I'm just going to try to do this very quickly. I will also link Patty's video in the comments below. I suggest that you check her out. She did an outstanding tutorial on this. It was very clear and precise, and you should visit her channel. That's my suggestion. So you need a piece, and normally it's silk ribbon, which I don't have any silk ribbon. And it's best if it's, you know what I mean? The same both sides. But you need two pieces. You need one piece 11 inches long. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that. And one 8 inches long. We will see where this leads us. I haven't tried this yet, so this could be very interesting. If not, I'm saved by the link that I will have below to Patty's video. Let's see. The first thing you want to do is fold the 11-inch piece in half. And then in half again. So where we folded that in half again, we are going to fold this over and put a pin in here to hold it temporarily in place, and the same on this side. I have that straight. Hopefully mine comes out. Hers came out beautiful. Alright, then you need a needle and thread. She suggests you leave a tail on the end. I have tried and tried and tried to do a knot further up, and I can't get two knots in the same place. So I'm going to try. You're going to stitch around the bottom, around the top, up, across, down, down, and across. Just sort of like if you were making yo-yos. Same type stitch. Whoop, see, my thread's already popping through. That's going to be an issue. I'm going to have to remember to pull from that end. And you're just going to stitch because we will be gathering. Oh no. Did I just... No. Here we go. So today wasn't bad for a Monday. I had a lady in my art class tell me Thursday night about a wonderful nursery in Massachusetts, which because I've been searching for plants, and it's a bit early here, getting close to the normal spring planting time, but the selections seem to be a little bit low. But anyway, I drove up there this morning, and this place was amazing. I told my husband I came home with 3 perennials. I could have loaded up. This place was unbelievable. I haven't seen a nursery like that in this area. It was unbelievable. I absolutely loved it. So it was a drive worth the trip. It was only 30 minutes to get there. Like, Rhode Island's very small. And we're sort of right in a spot where there's other parts of Massachusetts I could be in like 15 minutes, and it doesn't take long. It was a nice drive. Traffic wasn't bad. So I enjoyed that. It was a bit chilly, even though it was supposed to be like in the 50s. The wind was really whipping, so it made it feel even colder. So, but tomorrow's supposed to be a beautiful day, so I plan on, I have collected I have a collection of plants that I've been picking up, perennials, that I want to get planted. So tomorrow, that is my plan. Almost there. There we go. Now, since my knot was not the best, I think I am going to pull. I wonder if it's going to matter. I want to pull from this end. I don't think it matters. No, that end's not going to get very tight. That might not have been the smartest move on my part, but I didn't want my... Oh, and there's the pansy. Now I really have a long tail. Oh well. Then, the next thing you need to do, she suggests, is tie these two ends together. And this could be quite difficult for me. I don't know how I'm going to do that. She used, I think I might have to use my mouth. Maybe. Projects like this, you need a third hand. Let me just see if I can get it not going here. If not, doesn't help with all these strings from this sari ribbon either. I'm not going to be able to get a knot. I'm going to stitch these two ends together. It's a little bit fiddly. I think if I would have just sewn mine instead of trying to knot it, I would have probably been better off. Patty made it look very easy. I'm making it look very hard. Let me get that string out of the way. Alright. And then I'm going to sew. Let me get rid of this. That's really bothering me now. You sew your two ends together, but then you're going to need to stitch these together, the two sides together. So just as, however you can accomplish that. I'm just going to go through it a couple times just to bring them together. That looks horrible, Sheila. There we go. Just pulling it. Not the best looking pansy, but good enough for me. I'm just going to go up. You may want to do all your stitches on the back side. And I think my string is coming loose. Alright, so I'm just going to do a couple more stitches. Oh, of course, my needle came out. And it's not going to cooperate with me. Oh. Well, I'm going to try to tie this in a knot. So mine is sort of looks like a pansy. Sort of. I'm going to get a different needle. All of these needles I think have the same, this one's a little bit bigger eye. So you don't have to watch me try to struggle to thread a needle for an hour. And I'm not going to worry about the tail thing because I can't do that one-handed. Alright, so on the 8-inch, you fold it in half. Sort of finger press it so you know where the center is. And then when you fold this over, how was that? Oh, she told us when you fold it over, I think it's halfway, so the ends are the same, something like that. Your ends should be the same. Pin it. Mine's a little bit wonky, so by all means, make sure you watch Patty's video. This is an experiment, not a tutorial. Oh, let me tell you. Once again, we're just going to sew across the bottom, around the outside perimeter, and across the bottom. And we're going to gather. And this should make the leaf part of the pansy. This needle's a bit fatter, so it's a bit more difficult getting it in the... Earlier today I tried to use my threader with one of those needles and couldn't do it. But I've used them with embroidery floss, like 3 and 4 strands, and have had no issues. But trying to get a single strand of thread through was ridiculous. I don't know, maybe there's a reason for that. I don't know. Yep. Well, I hope my ends are even. Probably should have done a dry run on this. But it's all amongst friends, right? I do want to figure this out. My husband's at a loss. He's home from work, got home from work, and lately they have had baseball, the Red Sox. He's a big Red Sox fan. He's had baseball games and they're not playing today. So I can hear him in the other room flipping through the channels. He's currently watching the cooking channel. Yesterday he was like in his glory. It was like there was baseball, hockey, what was the other thing? Golf. At one point he was watching bowling. He would watch anything as long as it was a sport. Alright, so I'm going to pull this together. And this is going to be the leaf section, I think she referred to it as. And since I didn't do the tail thing, I'm going to sew these two pieces together, the two ends. Okay, I think that's good enough. Maybe. I should have chosen a different color thread, maybe. Well, maybe I can put that part so it doesn't show. Once again, I'm going to sew these two pieces together here in the back. I'm not being very picky with this. I would highly suggest that you watch her video, because I am not spending the time, I'm sure, that I probably should be. This gives you the rough idea. Okay, I'm going to make a knot. You know what, I might just leave, I think I'm going to leave my thread attached to this portion. So there's the leaf. And even though mine's a little bit wonky, I really like it. She had mentioned that you could hot glue or use Fabrifix, but you're not going to be able to sew through the center. So if you plan on sewing through the center, like to do some French knots or something like that to make your, then you're not going to be able to get through it using the glue or the Fabrifix. So I'm just coming up through this piece, just through the center, and then I'm just going to sort of figure out where I want my little leaves poking out, and I think I want them there. And I'm just, let me go back down through real quick. I shouldn't have done that. But it's okay, my thread don't show. Alright, so I'm going to come back up through the back, and then to keep your thread from being seen in the front, just sort of hold the flower portion sort of forward and stitch through the back of it. I'm going to grab another piece of the back and go down through. I'm going to do the same thing. I just want to attach it a couple times. And back through the bottom one. Sort of like that. Sort of like it. It may not look like a pansy, but it definitely looks like a flower to me. And I really like it. Oof. And then I'm just going to try to get my needle through here. Do I have something to help me do that? There we go. I'm just going to knot. And there you have it. We don't have to call it a pansy. I think it looks like a pansy. It's a different color pansy, but in my garden, it's imagination. It's imaginative. It can be any color you want it to be. So instead of boring you through doing the same thing again, I think I will pick a color. And she had mentioned that pansies normally have yellow centers. I don't know if I'm going to do yellow or if I'm just going to go off the beaten path here. And I might. I don't know why blue is calling me. Let me just see this. No. Maybe lighter blue. I don't know why I keep going to the blue. Or I could go to the traditional yellow. I'll do the yellow. That won't work. She used 6 strands to do her French knot, so I'm going to do the same thing. If I can get my thread through. Okay. And then I'm going to come up here. This is going to be difficult, I'm sure, getting through all these layers. You could do all kinds of things. You could do the little stringy things. I'm just going to do a few of these. Just trying to do them a little bit loose so they don't pull through. I don't think they will, but they might. Just being a little bit gentle with it. It's my first pansy. I don't know what's liable to happen. I like that. I'm sure it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I love it, and I'll probably use it in my, possibly, in my garden journal that I'm working on. I might do another one. Might do one more. Isn't that cute? I don't think that went through. Isn't that clever? Well, Patty, thank you very kindly for doing that video. You truly inspired me to give this a go. I'd been thinking about it ever since I saw Rachel's pansy that her mother made, which was unbelievable. So this I will be using, I think, a lot. I think that would be pretty on a journal, in slow stitch. The possibilities are just endless. Now, this sari ribbon, let me just say, it's a little bit wider than an inch. It's probably about 1.25 inches wide. She suggests that your ribbon should be about 1 inch wide. So I would think somewhere 3/4 of an inch or whatever is going to make them smaller. But there you have it. Once again, I will link Patty's video. I suggest that you visit her channel, watch her video. It's very clear. Her instructions are just perfect. So there you have it. All right, I will end this video for Monday, the 26th of April. Have a wonderful evening. I will see you tomorrow, and happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.